13 provision and 13 protection. And I am the 13th one. Fellas, just a little quick note. Don't eat a bitch's spaghetti. Okay, just a little, from personal experience, don't do it. It's the laughing Buddha, man. One of one. One of them ones. Often imitated, never duplicated, but most loved and respected. Marquez the greatest. Having sex is not hard, okay? Dick, connecting the pussy, easiest thing in the world, right? And that's the purpose of this Tantra.
Because you've had that spiritual connection, and that is eternal. So when you're physically away from each other, you know within yourself that you are forever connected. So that attachment kind of goes away. My last boyfriend and I spent 6 months away from each other. Of course, I would have preferred at times to be around him, but there was no like deep longing that we needed to be together right away. And it was more of an understanding for the situation.
Because there's no insecurity now. Because we understand it's more than just dick and pussy. Right.
And knowing that our connection was deeper than our physical.
Oh, before I let this continue, I alluded to something earlier, but I didn't finish. Since the Most High created sex, did you know that every sexual position is actually a form of worship to the Most High? Ain't that crazy? That's wonderful when you know it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Reiki. You know how like hand positions and shit make a difference, right? So physical, sexual positions, the Most High made them to give praise and honor to him. And then, of course, Satan came along and perverted and threw in some shit in there that's not necessarily honorable to the Most High, but it's still spiritually and energetically feeding a source.
Experience at that time. So I am rambling a little bit, but things you can do to work on practicing transfiguration would be, even just for 1 week or for the next month, every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and state 3 things that you absolutely love about yourself. That makes you a god or a goddess. And when you converse with people, look them in the eyes and think in your mind or out loud, if it's a close partner, wow, what a beautiful goddess or god, what a divine being. And there's ways to do this in not a creepy way.
Do you see the beauty in that? Do you see the beauty in that? Now, this is what I appreciate about Tantra. Now, mind you, I'm a Hebrew, okay? Yude Vave, all right? However, I also understand that there's been a lot of knowledge and information that's been hidden, kept from us. Okay, so we're piecing these puzzles together because one thing that I've noticed is that there's been a concerted effort to keep men and women apart, heterosexual men and women apart, the mothers and the fathers, okay, all right, keeping them apart. So that's because they've reduced us all to dicks and pussies. Genitalia. I'm more than my dick. Okay? You're more than a coochie. You're more than your coochie. Okay? So now, since sex, we don't care now. I mean, is it about fucking? No. The quality of sex is different. What I'm talking about is the beauty of Tantra, tomato, Tantra, is we've all had orgasms. But not all orgasms are created equal. You know what I mean? Like some, we were like, whoa, I needed that one. That was that. Shout out to the Most High. Thank you, man. God damn. Boy, that feels good. And then others, you're like, yeah. So anyway, let's let her complete what she said.
Or sexualizing way. So it is really common in our society to be overly sexualized and to overly sexualize other humans. But it's natural, it's normal in society, it's the way that we've been raised. So when you're practicing this, try to not do it in a sexual way, but in more of just an appreciation for this person's essence. And if you're having troubles with this, meditate on it and ask your higher self, or whatever it is that you ask, if it's God or your spiritual guides, whatever, angels, whatever it may be.
And that's my point as well. This is a spiritual principle. This is a spiritual law.
See things from your highest perspective possible, without the ego, and in the deepest alignment with the frequency of love and acceptance, and practice it every day.
So I like to give credit to the content creators. This is Crystal Aronvani. Y'all go check her out. That's not nothing animalistic. In fact, to have that sort of intercourse instead of physical at times, to sit across from your lover, and I'm using this word intentionally because this is who you should be fucking, is your lover. Okay? These motherfuckers showing you love outside of the bedroom. Okay? Do they give a fuck if you got a cold? When a motherfucker bring you soup.
You know that something is a little bit deeper there. It's past the physical.
Okay? But if they want to feed you spaghetti once a month,